too. Eyes up, head up, run right through him.
Dalton on the draw to Mixon. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position. And
he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. So Dalton now. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So we have now seen connection number 1 between Dalton and Adriel Jeremiah, A.J. Green.
Say that again.
Adriel Jeremiah.
Look at you. You are full of knowledge and information. And you know something? I bet Andy Dalton learned his full name as well because he figured out quickly, this is going to be my number 1 target. I got to know this guy in a big way.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They'll run here with Mixon. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
Dalton throwing on second down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Passing, it's Dalton. And he's got his big tight end, Eifert, and it's a Bengal touchdown. Tyler Eifert, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are in for 6. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Here's Coleman. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves. All right, let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys are always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. On defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
First and 10 for Dalton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't it? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
That's complete. It's Gordon. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Over the middle, complete. It's Gordon. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
They'll go option to the short side. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. And Green with a catch left side. And he's brought down. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Dalton, 1st and 10. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down. It's second down. Dalton looking. This is caught. It's Ryan Grant. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. Second down, Dalton to Mixon on the check down. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 6. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Well, they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. Dalton here from the gun. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. And this seemingly endless drive continues. Looking to throw on second down. Dalton. And he is out of bounds here. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. And this offense on third down today, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. To throw here, Dalton. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Andy Dalton on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Quincy Enunwa with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns are back within a score. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And from down in Miami, an update. The Dolphins have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. Ryan Tannehill leading the way offensively. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
So we have reached halftime here. Sorry, Larry, your hard work appreciated by so many men and women, but not today as we get back to the action in the second half. On the return, Jabril Peppers. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Coleman. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Mixon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain. They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with 3rd down coming up. On play action, they'll throw. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he's out of bounds right at the 25. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
They'll set up a throw. He'll rifle this one deep right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Williams loses the football, and the Bengals grab it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity. Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jamie Collins in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now Dalton. He drops it off for Bernard. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And the Browns getting set to go. They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean up.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Vontaze Burfict leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
This is Coleman. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack. But I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then He's gone. And into the offensive backfield, he's a heck of a player.
And they're a big TFL tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back. He's bred this big defensive tackle.
Looking to throw. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. To throw on 2nd down. Dalton out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Now, Bengals on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They begin the drive with Coleman. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Vontaze Burfict in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by George Iloka. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now they run with Mixon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. Complete to the right side, it's Eifert. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Dalton to his big target, Eifert, for the Cincinnati first. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it a 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Another chance for Dalton. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Ryan Grant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball. And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Here we go now.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and
now no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Carl Lawson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this one hauled in by Will Tye. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, Yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. They go play action here on first down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
That's Njoku over the middle. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
First and goal from the 1 as they look to punch it in.
Green 39! Green 39!
It's Coleman here. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes this one in for a Browns score. Tevin Coleman in the final minute. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage, at least give your team a fighting chance.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Bengals getting set to go. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Back to throw. Green's got it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. He'll look to throw. Dumps it off to Mixon. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
I know I'm not giving enough credit to the defenders because that pass was incomplete. But come on, it was A.J. Green. I always expect him to come up with the ball.
Yeah, on those deep routes especially, even on incompletions, it's fun to watch him run those routes.
It certainly is, but he eats up ground and he usually goes up and gets it.
Throwing, Dalton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? Yeah, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So for Cleveland, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town.